Hi, I'm Steve Forte, an MVP, and I'm here to do an interview. First, let's tell us your name.
Dan Griffin.
And what is your award in, Dan?
Steve, my award is in enterprise security.
What exactly is enterprise security? Because I'm a developer, and I write crappy code all the time, and people like you usually are coming to clean that up. So what exactly do you do? What is enterprise security?
As a matter of fact, I can't take credit for cleaning up your code because my award is mostly for, my company does custom development. So really I write more buggy code to go along with your buggy code.
So together we're just buggy code partners.
Yes, yes.
I saw in your blog that you're working a lot with Geneva these days. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, actually earlier this week I had a booth shift at the Geneva booth for TechEd. And I came across a great example of what Geneva can do to help an organization implement federation.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so the scenario is this. Suppose my company does its own payroll processing, but like many other companies, I discovered that that's very expensive to do in-house.
Sure.
But what I want to do is, while I'm outsourcing payroll processing, for example, to a provider like ADP, I want to give my internal users the same experience, the same logon experience of when they open up the internal, So
one single sign-on for internal and external applications.
Exactly.
Excellent.
And I don't want to have to create a bunch of shadow accounts, a bunch of duplicate accounts with ADP and my domain environment. And in addition to that, I don't want to have to share any internal, kind of data leakage to an external entity. So even though I trust ADP to do my payroll, I don't want to leak any more information other than just, for example, the identity of the user who's signing up.
And the authentication.
That's right. That's right.
So what's your favorite thing about being part of the MVP program?
I think the MVP program, there's two really cool aspects. One is and actually foremost for me is there's a networking, professional kind of networking aspect to it. I had an opportunity this week on Sunday, the day before TechEd officially started. We kind of got some briefings from the internal Microsoft people about, the future of TechEd, the future of the MVP program, the future of interaction with the product group. So I would actually say that kind of segues to the second aspect after professional networking is access, so to speak, to information, kind of the future of technology, the future of what Microsoft is doing. So.
And what about the community? The MVP is such a large and tight-knit community. I feel like I know an MVP. I feel like I know every MVP, even though I don't know every MVP. I feel like I can fly to Zimbabwe, find a fellow MVP, and go over their house for dinner. I mean, don't you feel the community is a very strong piece of this program?
Totally. And as a matter of fact, in the enterprise security group, there's some very active distribution lists. And of course, you always want to meet people in person. But nevertheless, you kind of get a sense of people's personality. Yeah, just from people are very active, very vocal, opinionated, of course. But there's that education aspect of hearing what other people are doing and thinking. So.
And how long have you been an MVP?
Not long at all. I think my award date, quote unquote, was February or January or something like that.
So you're enjoying it so far?
Dude, no complaints. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, here I am sitting right here. So yeah, this is fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, one last question. What is the coolest piece of technology out there today? I mean, think broad. I mean, it could be space shuttle guidance systems. It could be claims-based security.
Yeah.
It could be, WPF. What do you think the coolest piece of technology is out there?
Okay, well, you made me think of three. I'm going to go in reverse order. Number three is probably going to be claims-based security. Yeah, just, it's fresh in my mind. Right, exactly. I got to put that one in there. Number two is going to be WPF. WPF is making a difference in my business. Like I said, we do custom development for Microsoft, but also other startups, like product startups. And WPF lets you create what would have previously been a really boring-looking application and make it look really sexy and actually spend even less money developing it. It's totally odd like that. Number one is Guitar Hero.
Awesome. Why Guitar Hero?
Well, for one thing, there's a bunch of people playing Guitar Hero right here next to us in the fishbowl, which is very distracting in a good way. But
very soothing, though.
It's Guitar Hero. Actually, we were just discussing this. Guitar Hero is teaching young kids actually coordination and ear. Having an ear for music. And I actually think that that's kind of a great thing, the way that education and entertainment can intersect like that.
And you have kids that are now getting interested in music because it's part of the video game.
That's right.
On Christmas Day, I had my uncle, my cousin, my girlfriend, and my dad doing a whole rock band. So it's just amazing that I had multiple generations getting together. None of them with musical talent, but all interested in playing.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve.